So this session will take up the M phase or the mitotic phase. So M phase or the mitotic phase is a divisional phase. So this we call it as a divisional phase. So we basically study two phases in the M phase. So M phase has been divided into two phases. The two phases are, the first one is karyokinesis. Karyokinesis. Karyokinesis is division of nucleus. Division of nucleus. And now this karyokinesis is of two types. One is mitosis and another one is the meiosis. Mitosis, which takes place in the somatic cells. Meiosis, which takes place in the germ cells. Okay. So karyokinesis alli namge ಎರಡು ತರ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್, ಒಂದು ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್. ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಡಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಜರ್ಮ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಜರ್ಮೈನಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Okay. And the second phase in the M phase is, it is cytokinesis. Cytokinesis. So cytokinesis is division of cytoplasm or cell. Okay. So karyokinesis and the cytokinesis. However, in among these two phases, the karyokinesis is usually taking a longer duration, and the karyokinesis is a major event in the M phase. Okay. So we will first start with the mitosis in the karyokinesis. Okay. So to begin with the mitosis, so what is mitosis? Mitosis is an equational cell division. Mitosis is an equational cell division. So why is it called as equational cell division? That is because the number of chromosomes in the parent, and the number of chromosomes in the daughter cells are same. The number of chromosomes in the parent and the number of chromosomes in the daughter cells will remain same. So if the parent is 2n is equals to 46, in that case the daughter cells will also be 2n is equals to 46 and 2n is equals to 46. So because the number of chromosomes remain same in the parent cell and the daughter cell, we call this division as the equational cell division. Whereas on the other hand, we call the meiosis as reductional cell division. We call the meiosis as reductional cell division. That is because the number of chromosomes in the daughter cells as compared to the parent cell is half the number. If 2n is equals to 46, 2n is equals to 46 in a parent, in that case here n is equals to 23. N is equals to 23. So the number of chromosomes will be reduced to the half in the daughter cells as compared to the parent cell. Hence, we call this as a reductional cell division, and mitosis is called as the equational cell division. So mitosis usually take place in the somatic cells. It usually take place in the somatic cells, and the meiosis will take place in the germ cells. Okay. Tell me one thing, does mitosis and meiosis take place in the prokaryotic cells? Does mitosis and meiosis take place in a prokaryotic cell? Think about it and answer me. Okay? Think about it and answer me. I doubt how many of you will answer. Last time one question ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, none of you have turned back. Right? Where the cell organelles are being called as organelles. ನನಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ತನಕ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. Let us see. Does the mitosis and meiosis take place in the prokaryotes? Okay? Yes. So, mitosis and the meiosis are the two types of the divisions which take place in the karyokinesis. So, clear? We'll move ahead with the mitosis in detail. Huh? You'll note it down? Yes. So, mitosis is divided into 4 phases, right? The first phase of the mitosis is prophase. However, prophase is divided into 2 subphases, that is early prophase and the late prophase. Okay, the prophase is divided into 2 subphases, that is the early prophase and the late prophase. So, in case of the early prophase, So, when the cell just begins with the cell cycle, okay, when the cell begins with the cell cycle, usually it is in this form. A plasma membrane. If it is an animal cell, there is one cell wall. If it is a plant cell, there is one extra cell wall also. So, plasma membrane, and then we have the nuclear membrane, inside which the DNA is present, okay, inside which the DNA is present and the nucleolus is present. And along with this, there are cell organelles which are present, right? So, this is a cell before the cell division has begun. When the cell has just finished its G2, this is how the cell is, right? Now, when the cell is entering the early prophase, the plasma membrane is intact. Now, the nuclear membrane has started its, disappearance of the nuclear membrane, which we call it as a disintegration. So, the nuclear membrane's disintegration has begun. So, I'm just writing very slight pieces of the nuclear membrane. Okay. So, the disintegration of the nuclear membrane will begin in the early prophase. As well here the DNAs, which are usually the threads of the chromatin, okay, which are the threads of the chromatin. The chromatin material will start undergoing the condensation. So, condensation of the chromatin material is taking place in the early prophase. So, condensation andre enu? They have started becoming thicker. They have started becoming thicker like this. So, condensation of the chromatin material and the disintegration of the nuclear membrane has started in the early prophase. Okay, early prophase alli start agutte, but it is not completed yet. The condensation of the chromatin material and the disintegration of the nuclear membrane has initiated. or it has started in the early prophase. When it comes to the late prophase, when it comes to the late prophase, now the plasma membrane is as it is, okay. Now the disintegration of the nuclear membrane is almost completed, but not completed yet, okay. It is almost completed. So we just have here and there just some pieces of the nuclear membrane is remaining. So remaining all is disintegrated, and the condensation of the chromosome is almost completed. The condensation of the chromosome is almost completed. Now the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex and the nucleolus has also disappeared. Okay, the nucleolus, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complex has also disappeared. So what has happened in the early prophase? Early prophase alli, the disintegration of the nuclear membrane and the condensation of the chromatin material has initiated. It has just begun. Okay, what is happening in the late prophase? The disintegration of the nuclear membrane is almost complete, and the chromatin material is completely condensed into chromosome form. And along with this, the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex and the nucleolus will disappear. Okay, this is happening in the prophase, early prophase and the late prophase. Now coming to the second phase. The second phase is the metaphase. So in the metaphase, the the plasma membrane is as it is. Now the nuclear membrane is completely disintegrated. There is no nuclear membrane, and the chromosomes are spread throughout the cytoplasm. The chromosomes are spread throughout the cytoplasm by the end of the late prophase only, because the almost it has been disintegrated, so the spreading will begin. Okay. Now, one major thing which happens here in the metaphase is the formation of the mitotic apparatus. The formation of the mitotic apparatus. Mitotic apparatus alli ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, okay, usually the microtubules will form. Microtubules formation will begin, which will form aster rays, two sets of the aster rays and the spindle fibers. And the spindle fibers will form. So the two sets of the aster rays along with the spindle fibers, okay, the two sets of the aster rays along with the spindle fibers is called as the mitotic apparatus. Okay, the mitotic apparatus is formed in the metaphase, and the spindle fibers will attach to the kinetochores. They will attach to the kinetochores of the centromere. They'll attach to the kinetochores of the centromere. Now, what is this kinetochore? So, if this is a chromosome, usually there will be an extra layer around the centromere. This extra covering around the centromere is called as the kinetochore. The spindle fibers will come and attach to the kinetochores like this. Okay. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ kinetochores ಗೆ spindle fibers ಬಂದು attach ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay. So, I repeat it once again. Metaphase ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? The first thing what is happening in the metaphase is complete disintegration of the nuclear membrane. This is the first thing. Second one is formation of the mitotic apparatus. Second one is formation of the mitotic apparatus. The third one is attachment of the spindle fibers into the kinetocores of the chromosomes. Okay, into the kinetocores of the chromosomes. So now the chromosomes, because of the attachment of the spindle fibers to the kinetocores, the chromosomes will come and get aligned at the central plate, which is called as the equatorial plate or mitotic plate. Okay, because of the attachment of the spindle fibers into the centromeres, the chromosomes will align at the center, which is called as the equatorial plate or the mitotic plate. Okay, so these things will take place in the metaphase. So firstly, what happens? Complete disintegration of the nuclear membrane. Second is the mitotic apparatus formation. Okay, third one is the attachment of the spindle fibers to the kinetocores, and fourth one is alignment of the chromosomes in onto the equator, which is also called as mitotic plate or the equatorial plate. Remember one thing, the chromosome in the metaphase, okay, or the metaphasic stage chromosomes are best used for the study of the morphology of the chromosomes. If one has to study the morphology of the chromosomes, usually the chromosomes are chosen at the metaphase stage, because during the metaphase stage, the chromosome is its best structure. The chromosome will possess the best structure. Best structure of the chromosomes andre eno? The best structure of the chromosome is a centromere which are attached to its sister chromatids, along with the formation of the kinetochore and the telomeres. And the exposed telomeres is the best morphological structure of the chromosome, and this structure can be achieved only during the metaphase. Hence, if the morphology of the chromosomes has to be studied, then it is studied usually in the metaphasic stage. Clear with the metaphase? Huh? Okay. Then the third phase is anaphase. The third phase is the anaphase. So during the anaphase, the cell elongates. During the anaphase, the cell elongates, and the first thing what is happening in the anaphase is shortening of the spindle fibers. Okay, shortening of the spindle fibers. And now shortening of the spindle fibers andre eno? So these are the spindle fibers which are attached to the kinetochores ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಂಟ್ರೋಮಿಯರ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ ಶಾರ್ಟನ್ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಶಾರ್ಟನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇದು ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ pulling of the chromosomes will take place. So now shortening of the spindle fibers will pull the chromosomes apart. Now pulling hengagate, one side of the spindle fiber is attached on the one edge of the kinetochore, another side of the spindle fiber is attached to the another edge of the kinetochore, right? So when they are pulled, this will exactly cut into half. Now let's go back to the S phase of the cell cycle. S phase of the cell cycle alli enagittu? S phase of the cell cycle alli the chromosome content was doubled, right? The chromosome content was doubled. Now this doubled content is getting reduced into the half. So earlier it was C content. After the S phase, it is 2C content. After the anaphase, it is again C content. ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಸೈಕಲ್, ವೆನ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ G phase, or when the cell has just entered the S phase, the content of the chromosome is C. Okay. When the cell has completed S phase, if there is a word completed, if the cell has completed S phase, the content is 2C. The content is 2C. Till the metaphase, the content is 2C only. Prophase, content is 2C. Metaphase, content is 2C. Anaphase, the content is 2C only. Completion of the anaphase. Completion of the anaphase, the content is again C. The content is again C. So now what happens? Now, esterase, okay, and shortening of the spindle fibers. So spindle fibers will get shortened. So shorten ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ವಾಪಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1C content, this is 1C content. Okay, so what is happening in the anaphase? In the anaphase, okay, in the anaphase, the first thing which is happening here is the shortening of the spindle fibers. Okay, in the anaphase, the first thing happening is shortening of the spindle fibers and then pulling up of the chromosomes. So splitting of the centromere, there is a splitting of the centromere. So this centromere has to split to pull or to separate the chromatids, right? So the splitting of the centromere takes place and the chromosomes are being pulled apart. Okay, so this is what is happening in the anaphase. Clear? Clear with anaphase? Yes. Now, the last phase is telophase. The last phase is telophase. So telophase, plasma membrane, okay, plasma membrane. Now, exactly what has happened in the prophase, the reverse is or the opposite is going to happen in the telophase. So what has happened in the prophase? The first thing which has happened in the prophase was the disintegration of the nuclear membrane. So here reintegration of the nuclear membrane will begin. That is, the nuclear membrane will reform. The nuclear membrane is been it is reappeared. Okay, and after that what is happening here? Illenagatte condensation of the chromatin material into chromosomes, right? Now here decondensation of the chromosomes into the chromatin. Okay, then what is happening? What else is happening here? The Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus will disappear, right? So here everything is going to reappear. Everything is going, I'm not writing the structures here, but everything is going to reappear. Along with this, a small depression is also happening in the plasma membrane of the telophasic cell. Okay, what is happening in the telophase? The first thing which is happening in the telophase is the reappearance of the nuclear membrane, then decondensation of the chromosomes into chromatin material. The endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex and nucleolus will reappear and a small depression takes place. In the plasma membrane. Okay. Soon after the telophase, the karyokinesis is completed. Now we have to go with the cytokinesis, right? Cytokinesis. Cytokinesis will take differently in the plants and animals. We'll first speak about the plants. So plants all enagutte, in case of plants, the cytokinesis is centrifugal. We call it as a centrifugal pattern of the cytokinesis. Okay. So what is happening here? So the cell is in this way, right? In case of the plant cells. Now, a small material from the Golgi complex, a small material of the Golgi complex will come and get deposit at the center like this. In centrally, a small material of the Golgi complex will come and get deposited. And this material of the Golgi complex is called as phragmoplast. Is called as phragmoplast. Now, this phragmoplast will start growing outwards. Outward growth is called as centrifugal. Okay, outward growth is called as centrifugal. So now this will start growing like this. It starts growing like this and finally will form two cells. And finally will form two cells with the how many chromosomes are there or how many chromatin material can be seen here? How much has been seen? How much has been seen here? It is C or 2C? It is C. Where is 2C? 2C ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಎತ್ತಾನೆ? Right? So this structure is been decondensed into chromatin. So it is now C. Only two chromosomes. Earlier ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ start ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? We had started it from the two chromosomes only. Right? So two chromosomes. Again we have the same two chromosomes here. Hence we call it as the equational cell division. Right? So this is the cytokinesis in case of the plants. Coming to the cytokinesis in case of animals. In case of animals, we call the division as centripetal. We call the division as centripetal. So centripetal division alli enagutte antandre, so this is the plasma membrane. Okay, now there is a small, this depression which is there, this depression will start getting elongated. The depression will start getting extended like this. Slowly the depression will extend, it will much more extend and finally join. So the growth is inward. Here the growth was outwards, which we call it as centrifugal. Here the growth is inwards, which we call it as centripetal. Okay. So now this will form a proper layer and finally the cells will detach from each other, forming two daughters.